Okay, you start with the TESA like this, upside down. You have to remove these 4 nuts. Once that is done, then you need to disconnect this plug carefully. If this is plugged in, disconnect it. If it's not plugged in, don't worry about it. Just leave it as is. This one, take care, you can damage this if you're not careful, so wiggle and just pull it out. Okay. Now, the 2 boards are connected here by a large plug. So this board is not free yet. So what you need to do is disconnect that plug. So what I'm going to do is pull up, wiggle, 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 pull, just so that plug releases. You see how this plug has now released? There, see that? There we go. Now what you do is you just slide it back a little bit, move those aside, and turn it over. You don't have to detach any other cables. Now, this chip, I'm sending these 3 chips to you.
Tell them what they are.
Yes, I will. This one is marked INIT. We're going to remove this chip with a small screwdriver. You slip it between the mount, just wiggle it back and forth, all the way back. Carefully take it out. Try not to bend any pins. See? Sit it aside. Take the one marked INIT. Make sure that this notch is the same as this notch, and place it like so. Check to make sure none of the pins were bent. All nice and clear. Now, turn the instrument back this way and reverse your process. These 2 cables, hold them above and spin this around so that it's facing down again. Now, you must be careful. You're going to want to get this plug into that plug without catching any wires. So you get those pins placed. Make sure these wires are in here. Make sure no wires in there. Squeeze down. So you just carefully then reattach the 3 cables you detached before. Careful to get your pinouts correct. And now you're ready. Okay, once you have this in place, you don't have to put the nuts back on at this point. What you do is you plug the power in, like so, and you turn the instrument on. It should come up and the screen should be fixed. The screen should be fine. We're not finished yet. Stop. Shut the power back off. Disconnect the power. We're going to go through the process again. Stop. So I've disassembled it exactly the same way again. And now I'm going to remove the INIT chip and put back the chip that I took out. The same chip. The original chip, yeah. Simple. Check. Okay, stop. Then I put it back together. I reconnect the power. I turn it on. It should no longer have a bad screen. Okay. The instrument should be fixed.